Sir, are you alright?
Yes, I'm doing fine. I was just startled, that's all. And, I made a deal.
A deal? With who? Wait. You made a deal with him?
Yes, I made a deal with him, but it's for the right cause.
Are you sure it's for the right cause, though? Working with him again?
Honestly, I'm not sure if it's the right move. But right now we really don't have a choice. Plus, the way I'm thinking of going about it might actually work in our favor.
So, how are you planning on doing it?
Well, the plan is to help him find Spring Bonnie, and in the process, let him have some information on the Atomsphere. Well, that's the plan at least. I'm not sure if it'll work 100%. But there's also a new plan. A total rebranding of my organization.
Rebranding? What do you mean?
What I mean is, you know how we started the robotic movement. So, as you've seen in this facility, the creations that I made personally, then there are people that we find, like creatures and monsters of all kinds. And that got me thinking. The multiverse is very huge. There has to be more entities like us around, with special powers. But that don't come from the Atomsphere or any descendant energy. They come from somewhere else. So, why not find them and recruit them?
I mean, that could work. But... So, I'm just a little confused. So that's what we're doing now with the robotic movement? We're just gonna look for different entities and people to recruit and stuff?
Not technically. The way I see it, we're going to divide into 4 sections. There's gonna be my private section that is with me and a very select few like you, Spring Bonnie, my brother, and General Shadow Freddy. Nobody else shall know about this. No one else needs to know I'm working with him again. And then there's my brother's section. His section is doing what he wants. He wanted to look more for the descendant energies, also the descendant weapons. So, there's his section that's dedicated to doing that, and into spying on the Fazbears. We're not going to engage just yet, even though that was the plan originally, when we first recruited him. But I think we should wait, hold it off for just a little longer, while we look for these descendant energies. Because as you've seen, in that one pizzeria we found, there was remnants of the demon flame. So finding these descendant energies shouldn't be too hard. But then on the robotic movement side, there's you and General Shadow Freddy.
I see. So you and Glitchtrap will be working on looking for the descendant energies. Yours is more solely based on the Atomsphere and helping, well, not helping, but working with Anomaly Fredbear while also looking for Spring Bonnie. And Glitchtraps is just looking for any form of the descendant energies, while also keeping tabs on the Fazbears.
Yes, that is correct. And then when your guys' section, you and General Shadow Freddy. There'll be his side, where he'll be working on creating new robots and different animatronics like the one we seen just not too long ago. Like with White Rabbit and the ones I mentioned to you before. Dog Puppet, Shadow Toy Freddy, the Igniteds, Spring Boy Bunnyman, all those types of creations, like robots and things that we can build. That'll be his job, making those. And yours is to go to different worlds, maybe even different galaxies, hell, maybe even different solar systems, looking for people to recruit or monsters to capture. Either one. Like that monster we found. If you find entities like that, capture them and then bring them to either a prison or a base dedicated to housing entities like that. But if you find entities like us, watch them slowly, carefully. Monitor them, know their every move, and then slowly make yourself known until finally you approach them with an offer. Find out if there's an agenda or goal they're after, and if they are, promise them completion of their goal, but in exchange, they work with us. They don't even need to stay at a base or anything. They just need to keep tabs on certain things for us, like other planets, other entities if they're scheming against us, or anything of the sort. Or whenever we're in sticky situations, we know we can call them and they can help. That is my plan. All we gotta do is alert everybody and put it into motion.
Wow, that's a lot. Well, sir, you know I'm 100% down with anything. This is gonna be the first I leave the planet. That'll be an interesting journey.
Yes, indeed, but it has to be done. We can't keep doing the same thing over and over. The Fazbears will surely get stronger that way. We need to make sure we're prepared. Gathering as much allies whilst also getting stronger. Securing the location of the descendant energies. But we also need to build a base to house and contain those energies, so we can finally merge them all together. I'm planning on making a glove called the Power Fist, capable of containing the whole Nexus Orb, all of its power.
But sir, wasn't that too strong even for the gods?
Yes, but I have a feeling I can make it work. We just need to find the right technology. That's why we need these allies. Hopefully, in the near future, I can make this Power Fist and absorb all of the Nexus Orb's energy. And finally, I can create my visionary world. A world with peace, with true love resides. A world where true love resides and there is no hatred, no fighting, just peace. A world where there could be friends and families who truly care for one another. Unlike the Fazbears, the way they treated me. Only using me for their own selfish gain. They never saw me as a true part of the family. Only as a failure. But that's all in the past now. As you can see, I'm far from a failure. And they know it too. Once I get the Power Fist, by then they should already be dead. But if not, their death will surely come. And then I can finally create my world. My peace.
Sounds good to me, boss.
Alrighty then, well, I suppose now we shall let General Shadow Freddy and Glitchtrap know the plan. Then once we discuss it with them, we let everybody in the organization know, and we finally start the real robotic movement.
Or shall we say, the real revolution?
Yes. Well. So this is where you've been. What are you doing over here?
No reason in particular. Just pondering.
But you do know why we're here, don't you?
Is it in regards to your robotic movement?
Well, something like that. It's a total rebranding of my organization.
We're turning it into something completely new. Something no one has ever seen before. Is that so, eh? Huh. So what's so different about this rebrand?
How about we wait for General Shadow Freddy to arrive before we discuss anything?
No need, sir. I'm here. There was something you wanted to discuss with us?
Well, now that everyone's here, we can finally talk about it. I already talked with General Bunny about it, and he knows what's up.
Yep, that is true. Well, get on with it already. We don't have all day.
I'll cut straight to the chase. We're rebranding into 4 different sections. There's a classified section that I will be operating, which I'll talk about last. But now we're gonna discuss yours.
My section? Explain.
Your task, we're looking for any traces of any form of descendant energies. Doesn't matter which one it is. As long as you find any information on any of them, that's good. That's all you're tasked on doing. That, and keeping tabs on the Fazbears.
But why not kill them if we know where they are? Seems like a waste not to get rid of our biggest threat.
Maybe, but we have bigger things to worry about than them. They haven't made significant moves on us yet, so I think we're in the clear. They still might be cautious of our power, so as long as we can use this time to find the descendant energies before they do, I'm sure we'll be fine. That's your job. And then with the robotic movement, that's being led by General Bunny and General Shadow Freddy.
Wait, by us? How exactly will we be running it? Well, since, I already know, I guess I'll explain it. There's 2 different forms of the robotic movement. There's creations like us that were built by Master Fredbear, and then there are creations like them who were given power. Your job is to build any animatronic you see fit that might be of use to the organization. Any useful animatronic, that's your job. You build them, you create them. And as for me, I'm tasked with looking for entities all over the universe, galaxy, solar system, doesn't matter. I'm tasked looking all over, far and wide, for any entities, any kind of entities. If they're monsters, I capture them. If they're entities like us, I watch them carefully and cautiously until eventually I make myself known and offer them a deal. If there's a goal they're after, I'll make sure they achieve their goal, but as long as they work with us. And are you sure this is gonna work?
Nothing is guaranteed, but I'm willing to bet General Bunny knows what he's doing when it comes to this regard.
I see. And what about your classified section?
This you're probably not going to like, but I'm working with Anomaly Fredbear again.
What? Anomaly Fredbear? He's the same guy I seen at the base. You're working with him again?
Listen, I know what you're thinking. It's stupid, I know, but we made a deal.
Well, what kind of deal?
So for all the knowledge I could ever possibly want on the universe, how it was made, any information on any of the descendants, any form of information I need, in exchange for information on the Atomsphere.
One of the descendant energies. One that we need. Even though I told you to lay off it, it doesn't mean to give up our information.
Well, he asked for something different. That was his second option. His first option was Spring Bonnie.
Spring Bonnie? What does he want with him?
Well, I suppose you guys went there, so I guess I make it known now. Spring Bonnie has absorbed 2 fractions of 2 descendant energies.
What? Wait, sir, is this true? How is that even possible?
I'm still not 100% sure how he did it, but I know he absorbed it because he used the power on me. It still didn't make him strong enough to defeat me, but it's still troubling. Now, why he's looking for him, I'm not sure, but my idea was to help him look for Spring Bonnie and give him little information on the Atomsphere. Basic stuff that anybody could find out. So nothing classified.
Alrighty then. So you're basically giving him false information.
I guess you could say that. But this is what I have planned for the organization. Anything regarding any descendant energies, that's you. Anyone that wants to work on finding any descendant energies, or keeping tabs on the Fazbears, they work with you. Anyone that wants to work on building animatronics, or anything related to the robotic movement, that's you, specifically General Shadow Freddy. And anyone that wants to explore and find new people to recruit, that's General Bunny. Those are our rules. That's what I have planned.
I see then. So when do we get started?
As quickly as possible. But obviously things take time. I mostly won't be around, because I'll mostly be dealing with Anomaly Fredbear. So I'll spend a lot of my time with him, unfortunately. So before we do that though, I'm gonna make a big announcement to the whole organization about what we're doing.
Wow, okay then.
Shouldn't be too hard to make these animatronics. So, is there anything that I want, or do I have to let you know? But yes, I'll give you my seal of approval, but generally you can come up with anything.
Then I gotta gather a team too. Alrighty then.
Shouldn't be too hard. Alright, well then for now, I say we prep ourselves. There was one base I found, a base of operations. It was a pretty huge facility. I was thinking I'd make the announcement there. So, that's where we'll be headed. But whenever you guys are ready, just come to my location. You guys should know where it's at. If you don't, ask General Bunny.
Well, alrighty then, guys. I'll be making my leave as well. Preparing myself. And, General Bunny, I think you should take the nightmares with you.
You sure?
Wait, why not just split them into teams? There should be enough for all of us. That's not a bad idea. Alright, well, if we're going to discuss the nightmares, let's find them first. They should be at one of the bases, so let's go. Alrighty then. Oh, wait for me, guys. Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. Now, there's going to be some major changes around here, so I'll cut straight to the chase. I'm dividing the organization up into 4 sections. Two of those sections will be working, well, a select few will be working with me on the classified section. But as for the rest, a non-classified subject. People who will work with me on my section will be looking for any traces of the descendant energies. Doesn't matter which one it is, doesn't matter how small or insignificant the information is. Any form of information regarding the descendant energies is relevant and therefore shall be looked for. Alongside that, we will also be keeping close tabs on the Fazbears in regards to Master Fredbear's analysis. Likewise, people who will be working with me will be working on the robotic movement. We will be going around all over the solar system or anywhere. It could be different solar systems, different galaxies, or even different universes, looking for entities to find, whether it be monsters to capture or intelligent life forms to recruit. Either way, we'll be exploring the vast majority of space looking for these entities. As for my section of the robotic movement, we will be working on building animatronics that are very much capable of fighting. The animatronics that we build will be tasked with certain tasks, whether it be to help General Bunny or to help Glitchtrap. Either way, our mission is to build these animatronics. I give you guys any blueprints, any ideas, and then you guys build them. That is our mission. As for mine, like I said, it's classified, so can't really give off much detail. But it does have relation to the descendant energies. That's what I can say. Either way, whether or not you're working with me, General Bunny, or General Shadow Freddy, or even Master Fredbear, doesn't matter. You guys choose whether you want to work with me, General Shadow Freddy, General Bunny, or if you get chosen with Master Fredbear. But the choice is yours. Exactly, so it's up to you on what you want to do, whether you want to build animatronics, whether you want to keep tabs on the Fazbears and look for descendant energies, or if you want to explore space and the universe and look for different entities to recruit or capture. It's up to you. Like he said, I'll be choosing who works with me, but in regards to these 3, it is up to you. You'll also be working alongside the Nightmare crew, depending on which section you choose. Either way, it is up to you guys. But if there's no questions, that'll be all. So depending on who you want to work with, you meet either me, General Shadow Freddy, or General Bunny outside, depending on who you want to work with. So if there's no questions, then everyone shall be dismissed. Copy that, boss, copy. But as for you guys, who do you guys choose to work with? Anad? Well, if I'm being honest, I haven't really thought yet. Being the leader of my team, it'd be kind of weird broken up, but if I had to choose, I think I'll be best suited to recruit people, so I'll be working with General Bunny. Very well then. What about the rest of you?
I think I'll be working with you, sir.
Alrighty then. If you're working with me, just wait outside.
Yes, sir. Sir, I will also be working with you.
Very well then, please wait outside.
Yes, sir. I think I'm gonna work with General Shadow Freddy.
Alrighty then. If you're working with me, just stand right behind me.
Yes, sir. I'll also be working with General Shadow Freddy.
Alrighty then, Plushette, please stand behind me.
Yes, sir.
Well, now that I think about it, Enard, I have something special planned for you, so...
Something special planned?
Well, since you're technically the leader of your group, instead of being confined into one section, depending on the circumstance, you could be called into either one, whether it has to be with General Bunny, General Shadow Freddy, or me. Doesn't matter.
Okay, I'm fine with that. Well, I think I'm gonna work with General Bunny. Alright, me too.
Alrighty then, in that case... Wait. We did the math wrong.
Wait, what do you mean?
There are 3 of us, not 4. Which means each group needs 3. Kinda stupid. Never mind. You say you're working with General Bunny?
Yes.
Alright then, that's fine. And as for my last member, Freddy, you'll be working with me.
Yes, sir.
Well, now all that's left is Chica with you, General Shadow Freddy.
Sounds good to me. Alright, well, since we're gonna be here on Earth in different bases building things, I guess we should get started. We're gonna first start off by rounding up some of the shadow droids, and then we could get started. Sounds good, guys?
Yeah, sounds good to me, boss.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Alrighty then, well, let's get going.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay.
Alrighty then, well, come on, Freddy, let's go.
Yes, sir.
And as for us, we gotta prepare ourselves, get situated, and then we will wait orders from Master Fredbear on where to go.
Yes, sir. Roger that.
Alrighty then, let's get this situated.